We are back live on Twitch every Wednesdays. Lost in Hip Hop, DJ Concept, DJ Mickey Knox, sponsored by UN Athletics.
We back.
That we are.
We got shout out to Chubbs and Patron in the building. They did the first half. We got an absolute bona fide legend, Hall of Fame walking superstar, bro. Capone of Capone-N-Noreaga.
Word.
Ooh, that's me.
Hit the thing.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Thank you for being my guy, man. You're my guy.
You are my
that?
guy. Yo,
my
thank
guy.
you. I love you like a brother. And you seem to always, like, you're always a superstar, bro.
Yeah.
No matter where you go,
I gotta say, your style of fashion, the way you dress, bro.
Thank you, my brother.
Unbelievable. That like, look at this jacket, man.
And like to this day, 30 years in the game. You know what I mean?
Shit is crispy.
Yo, even that time when we went to that leather store, you rocking the first, yo.
You know,
fire.
So it always seemed to be like you were I don't know if the right word is pretty boy, but like you always was the flyest amongst the team, basically.
Yeah, I mean, that was part of my nature. I'm the only child.
Gotcha.
So growing up, being the only child, I was a little fortunate in the clothes department. I didn't have to share my shit with nobody.
No hand-me-downs.
So, no hand-me-downs, So, my mother, and as being the only child, my mother, her only son, she took real pride in how I looked.
Dope.
So, going to school, I was in shit that grown-ups was wearing in public school, So at the end of the day, let me move up. At the end of the day, it's like, growing up, that became part of my nature. So when people say, yo, Capone from QB, I'm also known as Fly Kai too, though.
Yes, I know that. Right. I was trying to segue into that.
I always had, some shit on as a kid. Like if I show you some kid pictures, y'all bug the fuck out. like
we need that
shit. Like my mom's had me on some other shit.
So your pops was popular in the hood.
Yeah, he still is. Yeah, they gonna build a statue for that nigga. Fact though.
So he gave you a good life. Basically.
Yeah, he gave me the best life. I had Technique 1200 turntables at 12.
Word.
Well, see, we're going to get into that. Like, really, this is all about hip-hop, this show. About the drama and all the bullshit that went on in an artist's career. We care about why the fuck do you love hip-hop, man?
Yeah. Like, what were you listening to in the 80s that you were just like, yo?
I mean, like, for me, it was part of my life. So let me give you our jewel. Roxanne Shantay, we grew up in the same building.
Wow.
So if you look at her bio,
DJ Mickey Knox,
and you look at her bio, that was a good drop. But you look at her biopic and you see that she talks about getting pregnant early, and it almost derailed her career.
Right.
But guess who was a babysitter, so she could go do the shows and go do all that. Me.
Wow.
So
fun fact.
With that being said, I would have Biz Mark come to the building, Kane. Everybody that was in the Juice Crew.
Wow.
I knew them because she would have to drop Kareem off to my crib before she left.
Wow.
So, I used to...
How much older were you than her child? You was in your teens?
No, I was probably like... But it was me and my mother watching.
Right, of course. Of course.
You know what I mean? Not me, but, But I was probably like 12 or something, 13 like that, But I seen them throughout. So I've always had... run-ins with them because Queensbridge was real big for having a block jams.
Yeah.
In the 80s, so we had a bunch of artists come through. So I was fortunate being at who my father was to get prime real estate and watching the shows and shit.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I would holler at the rappers, and then as I got older, I just had different incidents. I had an incident with the funny thing. That's why me and G-Rap is so tight now. So when I was like 14, 15, we used to go to the whole show. So my pops bought me a dirt bike because my other man had a dirt bike. So we riding the dirt bikes and we would kick the
you like a little
prostitutes
Prince in the
ass.
hood, right?
We would kick the prostitutes in the ass. And pull up, man. So one day we see a blue Benz, right? We see the blue Benz. And I'm like, oh shit, that's G-Rap and Polo. Not knowing they was coming for us. That was they hoes.
Wow.
Because he was messing with us.
Kicking the hoes in the ass.
I thought they were just trying to say what's up or something. Then they're like, yo, little motherfuckers. I'm like, oh shit. I pulled off. So now fucking 20 years, not 20, maybe 10 years later, 15 years later, I'm rapping, I get cool with G-Rap. And I tell him the story. He like, that was you?
Wow, bro.
That's cool,
He
man.
remembered that shit clear
For
as
him to
day.
remember too.
But the shit was, we used to do it so much that so much time went by. We used to do that shit. They painted the blue bands white. Tricked us. We seen the white bands. We like, oh shit, somebody else got the same bands as G-Rap. That was them coming for our ass again. You know what I'm saying? So we pulled up, we rode off, man. But yeah, the years later, and I told him the story, he was like, get the fuck out of here.
That is hilarious.
So, you know, yeah, so I was always connected to somehow.
So Queensbridge,
somehow.
heavy, like, just a monumental part of hip hop. This area that's got 96 buildings, 6 blocks,
6,000 rappers? Nah.
Yes, that many, and a lot of them seem to be like star-studded, like one after another after another. And you came in that
was
lineup
part of that.
like year after year, just this amazing talents coming out of QB.
Yeah.
And of course, we got the Ewing sneakers behind us. We
right.
years back we
Shout out
did the.
Dave.
Shout out to David. We did the Capone of Noreaga War
That's
Report
right,
sneakers
that's right.
and all that.
Yeah,
and
we did the
I gotta
reunion
say,
sneaker too. Yeah.
facts. I gotta say, Capone and Noreaga, the War Report, was the most influential album of my life. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
I mean, at the time of my life, because I'm 17 when it comes out, and I'm just wowing. I'm out there wowing, listening to the music
Right.
and emulating it, following it, wanting to be it, the whole shit, bro. It was seriously influential. I know Traj had a tint of his genius on that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you guys came out, we're in the Sauce like on a camel and shit. You know what I mean? Like a fucking like camouflage in the desert and shit like that. You know what I mean? And it really threw us off as fans, like to see so like I guess like radical behavior. You know what I mean?
Because you got to realize, so the War Report, CNN, we got from actual CNN, but it was called the World Report.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, it was Desert Storm going on.
Yeah.
So we tried to take, because we actually tried to call ourselves CNN. So they sent us to CCN.
Yeah, I heard that story.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So we changed it to Capone of Noreaga and abbreviated to CNN for short, whatever. We make our own CNN.
Gotcha.
We actually had their logo. So they did that. But the reason why how we came up with like the Middle Eastern, because if people don't understand that at 5% Nation, it's called like everything is Middle Eastern. Like, we call like New Jersey, New Jerusalem,
Right.
Bronx, Lebanon, Queens, the desert. That's all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like we invented it. You know what I'm saying? We just took it and visualized it, made it with the Muslims, the 5%ers. We put it all together and made my percentage now. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, but
put
it seems that way. You know what I mean? Because it was like its own everything. Even, from bogey to cigarette, like cigarette to bogey, it changed. Who calls a cigarette even a cigarette
Who
anymore?
calls themselves Arab Nazi?
Right. Arab Nazi.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like we was fucking niggas up. You know what I'm saying? We was fucking niggas up. Yeah.
So, go ahead. Okay.
Even the name Capone, you said you had to change. Was that your original rap name?
So that's my original name. So my name always was Capone. So even before I started rapping, my name was Kai Capone. So if you listen to Mobb Deep first album, Kai Capone, Party's Over, tell the rest of the crew. You know what I'm saying? So my name always been Kai Capone. So
wow.
Because
you were on the cover art or the inside cover art of the Mobb Deep album. You mean like right there with having people. You grew up on 12th Street.
Yes, 41st Side Live.
Yes, and that's the same block as Mobb Deep.
Yeah. They live on my block. Let's get that.
Yeah, I
had helicopters on that motherfucker. Let's get that.
Yeah, see, those are stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm like saying like, no, we're not talking about all that.
I'm fucking with you.
Yes.
But that's now we all. So the thing about with us is that no matter what trials and tribulations we ever went through, we all from the same block. It's not like we all from the same projects. And I mean me, Ty Nitty, Twin, Have, the whole infamous mob.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all from the same block. So that's
Big
why. Noid, you know what I'm saying? I cannot forget my brother, but we all from the same block.
Something in the water in that block.
There's something in the water on 12th Street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, immense creativity.
Yeah.
And again, one after another. It was like the Ming Dynasty.
Yeah, for sure.
QB,
That's a
QB
fact.
hip hop. I'm an expert on QB hip hop. So,
Yeah.
Bill, I gotta ask you something. Nas says, rolling two Phillies together in the bridge, we call them ooh-wops, right?
Uh-huh.
Was this really a thing? Is it really oops? Is that
I
really?
still do it out of joints. We did that for sure.
And they called it that at that time,
For
definitely.
sure.
Two Phillies together.
Yeah.
In the bridge, they call them oops.
Shit.
Dope.
Let me tell you something. Queensbridge is its own city.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Like we had our own everything. Like, you know, people just think when they hear Mobb Deep, Nas, you know, whatever, it's just like made up shit. No, we actually speak our hood language. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, the thun language, right?
Yeah, that was all DU. You know what I mean? DU.
Yeah.
Shout out to DU. Rest in peace, my brother. It's all DU.
So how did the thun
Yeah, how'd that
actually
come
happen?
about?
You know, like give us the breakdown
I mean,
on the
honestly,
thun.
like I said, that's
THUN,
DU. To
right?
my man Draws, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
DU University. He came up with, I would say, 85% of QB slang.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Dude, all that shit. You know what that
Wow.
come from?
Dude.
You know what that come from? Draws being on a hill, and every chick that used to walk by, he's like, you know what I'm saying? It
Yo.
wouldn't even be like, what's up, shorty? Let me get your name and all that. Nah, he,
Yo.
you know what I'm saying? So,
And
Wow.
that shit has resonated throughout
yeah, but
New
for
York
us,
City,
our
bro.
projects were so big that, you know, all the blocks didn't get along. And for the existence of Queensbridge, we probably had the most inner project beef with amongst each other because we're so big.
Yeah, for sure.
Every block is like they own projects.
Yeah.
Dress different, act different.
So tell me about I guess like how hard it was to actually
You know, you gotta let me finish when you ask me a question. You know, you gotta let me. I gotta teach you journalism, bro.
He has a habit of doing that.
What the fuck is wrong with him? Bro, I'm in the middle answering the
He's
question.
so
He
excited.
just goes, so how about that?
Yo, you know
nigga,
we
let
only
me
got a certain amount of
finish.
time too. But go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
damn,
We
let me
got
finish.
all night.
We all night.
You
Go
gonna
ahead.
ask me a question and in the middle I'm about to finish. You go, so yeah, like bro, that's not journalism. I'm trying to be journalist. So let me get on you. And it's
go
not
ahead.
a 40.
All right, go ahead. Now I'm not gonna say
It's a
anything.
32 or something.
I'm in. He got a 32.
Yeah, I love that.
Hey, you round that shit off, that's a 40. Nah,
Sorry to cut you
I done
off, bro.
forgot, man. You done
All
fucked my
right.
shit.
Don't do it again then.
Go ahead. What you
Damn.
got for him?
At least it wasn't just me. Did that?
No,
Was
for
everybody
sure.
see that?
Yes,
Was it,
no,
was
for
it-
sure.
Yeah, no, bro. People be commenting all the
Bro,
time.
you like Nori right
They
now,
be like,
bro.
tell him to stop cutting. No.
For the
Hey,
first
listen.
2 years of Drink Champs, everybody was calling. Why Nori cutting everybody off?
See? Not the only one.
Yo, it's funny, but yeah, I just had to tell you that, brother. Don't do that shit.
All right. Let's keep it going.
Now let's keep it going.
We
So
are live on Twitch.
So you know what happened, right? Nah.
We're live on Twitch. Twitch
So
is
we're live on. See, that's how I feel.
yeah.
There you go.
Now you
There you
go.
go.
There you go.
Sponsored by you in Athletics.
That's
DJ
right.
Mickey Knox, DJ
you know,
Concept.
you have such a good grasp of all the queens. That's why go, man. Keep going.
Just don't cut us off,
Just
man.
let them finish and keep going.
Listen.
You want to hear
Right.
the story, then you cut the story.
No.
It's so confusing.
I want you to give me the real,
Yeah.
the real. You know what
I
mean?
can't because you're going to cut me off as soon as I start.
All right, go.
Nah, forget it. Come on, we having fun up here.
Nah, so again, you know, the whole the all right, let's go real quick to the war report, and then
Yes.
now you're not there for a certain portion of it, but when you come home and then like let's just go to the fast forward to the reunion.
Yeah.
You know, that was such a special time in hip hop when you actually got to enjoy
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
the whole all the success
That's
that
my
it came
favorite
with.
album.
Yeah, I mean, I love War Report, but the reunion is
Yeah, that's
an
my-
amazing
Yeah, for
follow-up
sure.
album.
I mean, even
That's like-
to
that's
me,
like-
the DJ Premier record. was
That
wow.
Primo record is my favorite.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That album was it was recorded with love. You feel what I'm saying? Like War Report was recorded with love, but uncertainty.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I understand, yeah.
So now when it's time to do the reunion, we know where we stand as artists. You know, I'm home now. You know, we rich. And it was just the fact that we both was able to talk about our experiences from the last few years of our life. And, and made it to where, you know, it made the people feel the reunion
Right.
aspect of the album. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's why that's my baby.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's like for me, It Was Written was better than Illmatic.
You know,
It
it's-
Written is to me more my
Yeah,
favorite than
yeah,
Illmatic.
me
Yes,
too.
absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Nas had that talk, you know what I'm saying? Cause you know, excuse me, I just got finished eating, but me and Nas had that talk and he understood it though, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because, you know, the people, like even for him, you know, recording Illmatic, it was uncertainties.
Right.
You know, is people gonna like this? Is people gonna like that?
Right.
Yeah.
Once
Like
you see they
second
take
album,
you,
know, right.
it's fucking off to the races because now you start, your creativity juices become iller because now you don't have to be so conscious of what you're saying.
Yeah.
You can just say it and then let it come out and flow how you want it to flow. And that's why you see the wordplay from Illmatic to it was written was like a kid from baby to a grown man and the wordplay, the bars.
Right.
Same thing with War Report
Right.
and Reunion, you know?
Right.
Well,
I know on War Report, my favorite solo is Capone Bone.
Ah,
Marley
my
Marl
G,
beat.
yeah.
It's a classic old school type
Yeah.
beat. And then when you go to the Reunion, you don't have beats like that. Why was that intentional?
Meaning what? More commercial?
Not more
Nah.
commercial. It was just
I know what he feel.
The
Yeah.
Marley Marl is just more reminiscent of
Yeah.
an older time,
Yeah.
whereas they just wasn't. You didn't have that.
It was, I did, but in a different way, like full steezy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was my Capone Bone part 2.
Right.
So it wasn't a Marley Marl beat. Shout out to SBK, it was an SB Killer beat.
Dope.
But it gave that feel. And like people love Capone Bone, but people actually love full steezy. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like people, I've never heard so many men pause come up to me and tell me that's their favorite record. I got
Right.
20 gangster shits on that album.
Right.
And they be like, yo, full steezy my shit. Like,
Word?
like, you know what I mean? So that's just one of them records that, like I said, I got from Capone Bone, and then I came up with Full Steezy and want to have that same feel just without the sample, because now we got to be sample conscious and shit like that.
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean?
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
And even the level of production, because at the time you had Alchemist and he was just bubbling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
Scott Storch.
You had Needles, right? Scott Storch, shit like that. And,
You know what I mean?
Like that.
Easy LP?
Easy LP.
Easy LP, yeah.
How was that the label pushing these guys on you?
The label have nothing to do with it. So I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. When we recorded the Reunion, we did that shit without no label. Basically because we did it with a label, but what I mean was there was no actual like help from the label. Like
No A&R there.
we did the Reunion. We were supposed to be on Penalty. So Tom Silverman came one day and was like, I'm shutting Penalty down. I just want Capone of Noreaga. And so we like, yo, take these artists. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take all the artists from Penalty. And he only took us. $500,000 died. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot going on, and they only took us.
They had Cardan on that too.
They had
yeah,
Cardi.
you're right.
You know, we was pleading for Cardi. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
We was pleading. Cardi is my little brother. I was pleading for Cardi.
Wow.
You know what I
Wow.
mean? Because when Cardi lost his mother, I'm in jail. The record label, I called the record label, collect. They was like, yo, we need you to talk to somebody. I'm like, who? There's like a new artist we got, Cardan. He just lost his mother. And the label was there for me when I lost my mother.
Right.
So,
Wow.
you know, I gave him some juice. Like, we wanted Cardi bad. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
But it didn't work out like that. And then we seen the workings of Tommy Boy wasn't too right. So in the middle of us recording the Reunion album, Tom Silverman shut everything down. So we kept recording.
Gotcha.
We kept recording. No budget, no nothing. We kept recording. And then when we finally, everything went together, like it was, all right, so now give us the paper, you know,
Yeah.
and then we'll give you the product.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was like, you know, Tom Silverman, he got greedy. He fired Dan Hoffman. You know what I'm saying? That was his partner for like 30 years.
Gotcha.
And then he didn't even fire him. Dan Hoffman came to work one day and the police was waiting for him. Like, yo, don't worry about it. We got your shit packed up already in the office. We'll bring it down to you.
Wow.
That's his friend of 30 years, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
that-
So it's like,
That's
Tough
crazy
business,
shit.
bro.
it's crazy. So that affected our rollout.
But didn't the Reunion come out on Def Jam?
No,
Oh, it didn't?
No.
it came
right.
out on Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
Got you.
You know, but that being all the shit that was going on, it affected our rollout because it halted us. So when it was time for us to come out, the motherfuckers dropped De La Soul before us.
Yeah.
So when they dropped De La Soul, they didn't even want to drop. They was begging them to drop us first because
Wow.
the momentum we had with me coming home from jail, they hate. Why you think they hate Tom's? They don't like them now. You know what I mean? Because it's like
Yeah. Tom
they didn't
not our
listen.
Boy, yeah.
Tom Silverman he will yes you to death and then hide behind his nose. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The wackest shit ever.
Yeah.
So what we did, we ordered 50,000 worth of food to get the fuck off the label and just
Yo,
handle that. Handle that, nigga.
yo, that's a little bit of juice right there. I'm off the hip hop.
What is
50 bands.
$50,000 of
50
food
bands
looks like?
get you. Oh man. So we ordered all the Mr. Childs, all the Philippe's, all that shit first.
On the label
On
budget.
the label budget, you know, you go through the menu. We ordered all that shit. Soon as all the high-end shit started coming, then we ordered 40 pizza pies, 30 big, all the little shit, 30 Big Mac meals, 14 tuna melts, 35 fucking 50 bands. We went to the label the next day because we laughing. Let's see what they say to us. Oh shit, 8 police in the lobby. We not gonna arrest y'all because we can't say they don't know who ordered it. You feel me?
Right.
Wow.
They gotta arrest everybody we was up there with. We was 15 deep because we wanted to rumble. We was 15 deep.
Yo.
So you gonna charge everybody?
Yeah, they're gonna
So they
arrest
just
you
like,
over
yo.
Big Macs?
They just like, yo, y'all cannot come in the building. You will get arrested on site. We like, fuck y'all.
Yo.
And left. And the next 2 weeks later, we was on Def Jam. But we already knew because what's my man? Def Jam president at the time. Leo was, he already was like, yo, don't worry, I got you. Just give me time. We was like, no, we don't got time. Watch this. So we knew that we was gonna be on Def Jam.
Right.
We already knew before we did that. And then when we did that, it made Tom Silverman so mad, but he was trying to be so greedy that when he let us go, he gave us our publishing back.
Go for you.
He didn't even know it though.
No,
Because his lawyer that he had and trusted it so much, he forgot. He fired him, and now he was working with Def Jam.
Oh.
Wow.
Todd Moskowitz.
Wow. He's got all the names.
the
name dropping too.
Yeah,
Yo, it's great because you know what? Like, you know,
immaculate.
These motherfuckers is big wigs right now.
Yeah, for
sure.
This is big wigs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
the-
saying? So I used to wear glasses. I used to, not prescription glasses, but like regular glasses.
Yeah.
I got them from Todd Moskowitz. So I decided, my yo, give me my Todd Moskowitz. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you know, but
Yo,
that is
that's how we
incredible,
got off
that
the label.
story.
Yeah, that's how we got off. That's how we got off. I'm Tommy Boy. Yeah, 50 bands.
14 tuna melts.
Fuck it. No, I think I underestimated that. I think it might have been 45.
yeah, that's the
Might have
how.
been
Yo,
45.
I mean,
Yo,
okay, the question
we got
is, what
off-
did you do with the food?
Like I said, we took all the expensive shit, the Mr. Childs, the Philippe's, everything expensive, we ordered first.
You ate that.
We're not staying in there for the fucking food to come. We got all our expensive shit. That was probably at least 10,000 of the shit.
yeah.
Got that shit. Then ordered the rest of the shit and left. They was calling all day, man, this fucking food's still coming. It's 6 o'clock. Food's still coming.
Yo, that has got to
word.
go down as the greatest way to get dropped from a label.
It really,
got
yeah,
dropped.
it really is.
And your plan worked.
It's fucking
To a
genius.
T.
Yeah.
To a T.
To a T.
Yeah.
Because we wound up not only getting off the label, but getting our publishing.
Yeah.
So that was a
Yeah.
whole, if you know back then, they was giving you your deals and your publishing deal in one.
Yeah, no, it was,
So
it was
that'll make a difference from you getting 200,000 or 700,000.
got you. Yo, you told me a story once when you lost like a $250,000 watch on a dance floor.
I don't know if I want to tell this one.
No, but my point was like, out of all like the trials and tribulations in your
yeah.
career,
Nah,
like
yeah,
how
nah.
much jewelry has been lost amongst the way?
Yeah, you know, good amount of jewelry. You know, you see my man Twiz got me, you know, he got me, you know, kind of like looking like an icebox a little bit. But you get shit, you lose shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, but overall, you know, I've never been in no fucked up situation with jewelry. Cause you know, I sometimes wear fake shit, man, when I'm in certain places, man.
Yeah.
Because take it.
Yo,
I got too much money to be playing with you guys, man.
I heard once that the QB chain was fake. And it was for those reasons, like the big ass QB chain. And I'm like, when I heard that, I'm like, no.
Because guess what? He got a real one too.
That's
I heard that too.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
You
Yes.
double
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You know the game, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, we're not stupid.
Yeah, no, that's very
saying?
smart. Absolutely.
But you know, I don't do that no more because you know, we don't keep it on us. We got security, you know. But
Yeah.
you know, at some point I was naive.
Right.
Like, you know, I had security the whole beginning of my career. Then I just went years without fuck y'all. Like fuck security. Like
Right.
then I realized how much shit I was getting into. You know what I'm saying? Because don't believe it or not, like security is not there to actually stop no shit. Because in all actuality, the real niggas gonna shoot the security first. You feel me?
Yeah.
They ain't there to do nothing but slow shit down.
Yeah.
But on another hand, they're to throw it off shit too, because a nigga might think twice. Like that nigga got 5 football players with him.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
one. But that one might just have 9 guns on him.
Yeah.
But some people just see the security and think twice.
Yeah.
Or 3 times. But now if you dolo, they ain't thinking at all.
No, for sure.
They just step into their business.
Well, there was an
You know what I'm saying?
epidemic at one point with rappers getting robbed and killed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It still
you know,
is, man.
seeing-
Niggas just
yeah.
being more smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers being more smarter. And now, like I said, half these bitches out here can't tell what's real and what's fake anyway. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, and that's no disrespect to women, because 80% of the time, that's what we do this shit for.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
for
it's
sure.
no disrespect to women, but it's just the fact that why am I gonna put my life in danger for a chick that don't even know my shit is real?
I know, bro.
You know what I'm
It's-
saying?
it's smart.
Like for what? And so you gonna second question me? Then when a nigga shoot me, oh shit, no bitch, take it, nigga. And when you get there, they're gonna be like, you getting $32.
32.
Well, I got a motherfucking safe in the wall and the ceiling. Nigga.
God,
You know what I'm
Jesus.
saying? Like, come on, man. Like, you know, I ain't here to, you know, I'm just here to teach. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to, you know,
Yeah.
Right. So
I'm
let's get.
ultra single with it.
I definitely want to get back into the music. It's time for you to go solo.
Yep.
Was that your decision, or like just what led to that decision?
Honestly, it was just an opportunity. So at that time, Koch was winning.
Yeah.
They just came out with Ballin', and Def Jam was playing with my career, me and Nori. Nori had went to Rockefeller, and being where I'm from at that time, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Even if they, you know, like that wasn't even an option for me. So it was never something I even entertained because of what was going on in hip hop at that time.
Yeah.
With the 2 OGs. And, you know, I was kind of upset with my brother for that. But it wasn't like upset that, like, you know, it was upset because you left me in a fucked up predicament. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And not saying, you know, if I was thinking differently, I might have probably stepped in and y'all need a deal too. But I was just so QB. You know what I'm saying? I was just,
Yeah.
I was just, I don't know how I would have showed face. Like how
Understood.
can at that time
Right.
I think that would have tarnished everything that I built. Nori could have did that. He's not from Queensbridge. He's from Left Rack. So he was fair game with that.
Yo,
It didn't matter. But
I've never
Looking
heard
back
that
at that
perspective
decision, do you regret not trying to go to Def
Um,
Jam? Do you think that was a
no,
smart
I mean I was
decision?
on Def Jam. I'm talking about
No, I mean-
Rockefeller.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, no. For me, no matter what I did in life, I could go to QB and walk on my head high. I think that would have been the only thing that embarrassed me.
That was
and my
principles
family.
right
Dope.
there. You
Bro,
couldn't
good
do
for
it.
you, man.
I think
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
you
would have been
couldn't
the
do it.
only thing.
I've never
As much
heard
as
that.
respect I got for homie,
Right.
and as much as respect I got for homie, but I'm always gonna be QB. My grandmother used to do hem nice pants, and me and Jungle, we smooth operators. Like we it's too much history. Like we was in the same. It's too much history. I couldn't even. Not saying fuck Nas, but I couldn't even be Jungle friend at that point. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
For sure, I get what
you
you're
know,
saying.
I couldn't be Wiz friend.
Yeah.
You know?
That-
I couldn't,
bro-
even, I couldn't even yell rest in peace Ill Will no more. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That was
Right.
my brother, Willie Graham. So he would have rolled over in his grave. Like,
Bro,
you know,
that is such
it's
an interesting
fucking crazy.
perspective,
Wow.
and I thank you for sharing that because you know that's a lot of clarity on something that
Yeah.
if anybody really to ever ask, like at some point in Capone and Nori's career, that there was any bit of turmoil, because as fans we knew that there was somewhere,
Yeah, it's
and
always
never
turmoil
really
with us,
knew
man. We
why
brothers.
or how.
Right.
That's
Yeah, it's always turmoil with us.
right.
We brothers.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
Like if let me tell you something. Any group say
Yeah.
they don't go through shit, they fucking lying.
No, for sure.
You know, and with me and him, we just 2 alpha males. So,
Yeah.
you know, I just feel that we have to go through the shit that we go through to make us us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why we still best homies to this day. You know, his
no.
kids are my blood. Like blood. If I need a transfusion, I could get it from his kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
No, I get that,
deep
and that's
in that.
excellent. Yeah, that time when Nori did go to Rockefeller, that was pretty much at the end. Like Rockefeller, closed up right after that, and then not too far after that.
So then you decide to go to Koch.
Yeah, I went to Koch. I went to Koch because I had a relationship with Bob Perry, and Dan Green, and salute those guys. And they gave me a lot of money at the time, and gave me free range over what I wanted to do. But I'm gonna keep it real. I went to Texas for a weekend, and I wound up staying 6 months, right? And
6 months.
So they like, yo, you're supposed to be back a month ago. Like, yeah, I'm going. You're supposed to be back 2 months ago. Excuse me. Supposed to be back 2 months ago. So, I'm saying that to say, I went just to get Scarface on my album. And then I come back with a Texas album. I got Scarface, Devin the Dude, Bun B. Who else I have from Texas?
Yeah, because you staying in Houston?
I was staying in Houston, right? So I went, and I'm fans of all these motherfuckers. So so I come back, they're like, motherfucker, is you from down south?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, but literally the album's so tight, I love it. You know what I mean? But for me, I can understand like how some people like, you got mad South niggas.
Right. Yeah.
But Houston was winning that time. It wasn't even Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right.
Atlanta wasn't even, because Jeezy just came out.
Well, it was a time where it was a little hotbed for sure.
Yeah.
Houston was the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went for a weekend.
Stay Fly had just came out.
Yeah.
Right.
But so when I put Scarface on the album, he was trying to get a deal for his imprint at Koch at the same time. They shitted on him. So this nigga gets on my record and says, making pussy scared to do business like Alan Grumlat.
Oh.
Whoa.
How you gonna diss the boss on my record, nigga?
Damn.
But being that was Face though, I'm like,
Face.
that's Face. Nigga, fuck it.
Well, you know what's funny?
Face.
Alan and
They
David
shelved my ass, nigga.
are partners now.
Oh.
Alan and David are partners on the DNA music group thing.
I don't know. Hey, Alan, I fuck with you, man. Open the books, man. Open the motherfucking books, man.
Shout out to you,
You know what I mean?
Athletics.
So when you were down in Houston, they were receptive to you?
Love me. So the funny thing is, shout out to Wally, man.
They was from New York.
Yeah. So I was out there. You got to realize I'm out there with the Mood Shakers, though.
Right.
You know, I'm not
Nah,
out
for
there.
sure.
I was there for
Yeah.
T.I., Little Flip, Squabble. Like I was out there with the Mood Shakers. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you were actually in Houston for the T.I. Little Flip
yeah.
issue, whatever that was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, tell us a little bit about that, because not that we don't talk about
I
people.
don't gossip.
No, but here's the thing.
Don't gossip.
You was there.
That's all you need to know.
All right.
Okay.
I don't gossip. So for me, it's like this. Now, I look like talk about another nigga fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, he was swinging like this. Like,
But you was there, though.
I was outside, nigga. You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, it was like, them my peoples, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I fuck with Flip, I fuck with Tip. So I could never talk about some shit that they don't talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What the
no,
fuck
for
I look
sure.
like? So at the end of the day, I'm saying that to say I was in Houston for all the right reasons. I was there for when Gucci Man and Jeezy was still performing So Icy. That was big for hip hop because that was the last song they performed together. That was the last time they was cool.
Right.
Gotcha.
I didn't even think they was cool then because whenever they performed, they was on 2 separate sides of the stage. Like,
Okay.
So it was definitely. But for me to be in Houston at the time, I seen a lot of hip hop shit that a motherfucker from New York ain't supposed to see. I ain't supposed to be there.
Right.
But the circle Scarface had me in. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to see this. Oh, we're going to do it. I'm like, word? Oh shit. All right. So yeah. Houston was that. I see why people get lost in Houston though.
Tell me how the Daz Dillinger project
Shout
stuff.
out Dilly.
Yeah, dope shit, bro.
Yeah,
two
yeah.
two legends from two groups, two
Yeah.
legendary groups,
Yeah.
come together to make their own group, basically.
Yep. Daz, that's my brother. I knew Daz and Corrupt a long time. You feel me?
Yeah.
And maybe about 20 years ago, we was at this show and me and Daz was kicking it, me and Corrupt, but Corrupt was my homie first because I didn't know Daz. I knew Corrupt because I knew Corrupt. I seen Corrupt
nice.
more times than that. I was just with Corrupt last week in Vegas.
Dope.
But so me and Dad started kicking it. Then we left. You know what I mean? But the dope thing is, in the picture is me, Daz, Corrupt, Snoop, my dad, and then Uncle Junebug in the picture. We at the show. But years later, Jack Thriller booked me, Nori, Daz Corrupt, Tony Ayo, and Drew Hill for his birthday party. Right?
Wow. True.
So we all get to Vegas, and we shooting first of all, this nigga got mad. You know, we on my champagne campaign. He got mad bottles. So we drinking, so I get mad fucked up. It's hot. So I'm in a podcast, fucked up. Head down, up. So they fucking with me, phone been So Dad's like, yeah, cock, yeah. So now, make a long story short, after the podcast, me and Daz went to the side because Nori and Corrupt, they had their wives with them. So me and Daz didn't. So we just clicked up.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yo, we should do an album. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So as soon as I got back to New York, I sent him 2 records. He sent me some beats and then like that.
Dope.
You know what I mean? I went to LA, stayed at his crib, shitted in his crib to make us, home team. You know what I mean? Showered in his crib, shitted. You know, we went to the sneaker store, bought me some black Cortez. But I'm gonna show
Cortez is the Nike Cortez.
I'm gonna show you some fly shit. Look at my screensaver. That's why that's my brother. Look at this shit, right? So I'm gonna show y'all what that date came about. Then why the fuck my phone ain't doing it? Oh, there you go. This is what that day brought about.
Oh yeah.
That nigga got my clothes, everything.
Yeah, the
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jumpsuit.
Oh shit.
Yo.
Me and Dad.
So,
That's
bro,
what that came about.
before we get into that real quick, you had Conway on the album.
Yes, that's my bro.
How
That's
you
the
linked
bro.
up with him?
It's my brother. So let me tell you something about the Griselda boys. Them niggas is nasty.
Yeah.
But for me, I know why. Because I was in jail in Buffalo. So this is a joke. When I was in jail in Buffalo, every Friday they used to give me slot time on the radio on WBLK. I would call from jail.
Whoa.
Had an hour. Boom. Every Friday, talk to Capone. Woo, I'm on that radio.
Come on.
Yo, what year was that?
97.
You think we can find those
98.
tapes?
That was 98.
You think we can find those tapes?
Yeah.
Gotta be. It's gotta
crazy.
be out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they knew me from that. So when I met them, I was like, oh shit, Then we got cool. So, they respected the gangster, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mean like gangster, but I mean like they actually know I was in jail. I used to call from the joint, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas be frightened, you know what I'm saying? Say,
No, I get it.
But they know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then a lot of my niggas that I was in jail with were from their town, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that was cool. So, that just made it easy for us to feel comfortable around each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got Conway on a lot of records, you know what I'm saying? I got a record with Butch. I don't got Gun yet, but I respect their grind, you know what I'm saying? I respect them, I respect their grind.
Speaking about, the jail thing, not many people come home to a Benz and furs when they get out of jail. You know what I mean? Like, you came
hit
home
record.
rich, you know what I mean? Like, you got to explain a little bit of how that feels.
I mean, for anybody that goes to jail with uncertainties. I went to jail. My mother died. Maybe 5 months before March, April, May, June, 8 months before I went to jail. So I was uncertain. I didn't have no paper. The war report was still being recorded. I just had my mother's life insurance money. So I knew I was gonna come home and buy a brick or something.
Right.
And that was my, you know what the funny shit is, right? I'm gonna tell y'all some funny shit. On the picture of myself, I had a picture of a Montero Jeep, a Montero Sport, an Expedition, Little Kim, I think 1 or 2 porn stars, but a Mitsubishi Montero Sport. I'm like, I can't wait to bust out on this shit right here. I'm gonna fuck niggas' heads up. I told niggas this on the phone. They laughed at me. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, you gonna kill them with that? Because they know that I got some paper. But I don't know. See, one thing about the label, they never let me know I got paper because they know some niggas get a jail star front. Yeah, I'm up, nigga. It can go to your head. They just, whatever I wanted, they let me get. So that was my situation.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Whatever I wanted, they let me get. But yeah.
Now, I wanted to talk about your solo album before we jumped into the Daz Dillinger project. On that solo
We're
album,
talking about Street's favorite?
yeah,
Okay.
you had your first solo
Yeah.
single. Streets favorite,
Streets
the
favorite.
Oh No.
Yeah, Streets
How was the solo success for you different than the group success? What changed?
I got people who know me just for that.
Yeah.
You know? And then I got people who know me from Capone of Capone-N-Noreaga. That's like Nori. He got people that don't know him from music. They just know him from Drink Champs.
Right.
You know?
For sure.
And that record gave me some kind of form of independent structure.
Right.
That's what I would say.
Absolutely.
You know, it gave me that solo structure that I needed, that separated me. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
it
So
made a fucking lot of money.
The truth be told, right, is that it was the single then, and it was the best song of the album, hands down. But the notoriety behind it didn't happen until about 15 years later. And we experienced it together.
Yeah.
And it was such a cool
Great.
ride to understand how these algorithms work, how all these different
And
social
how-
platforms, because
Right.
oh no, and the oh no, and all that, like try to explain to people sometimes, like this
It's an
was the
international
single that
hit now.
came out 15 years ago. The fact that it is an international hit now, some Asian girl somewhere on a train played it and made this oh no challenge that then sparked this algorithm to shoot it all the way back to your single, which then gave you a new resurgence in the digital game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that shit, you know, that shit put me in here.
Right.
Now, you know.
Yo, I
only
went
thing
through
was
it
mad-
with you,
look,
bro.
the
Like,
only thing I
we
was
were there
mad
together.
is that it came out during COVID.
Yes.
So it made
Yes.
it made it great, but it limited what I can do.
Yeah.
So 2 years later, when shit got really open, it's already 2 years old.
True,
Yeah.
but okay, and I'm not trying to cut you off.
You
but
are, nigga.
but you gotta admit that you had labels
All right, Taylor
calling.
Swift, now.
You had labels calling for a
Yeah.
song that was years old,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you had people hunting
Yeah.
you down, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, so, you know, but I did the right thing. You know, I kept it, made a boatload, and that's something in my catalog that will always have them like, holy shit.
Yes,
For sure.
And you know what made that record dope for me? Is that I cleared the sample.
it's bro.
Right.
Yo, and when I
Like
found that out, when that
$1,500.
shit sparked,
1,500 babe.
$1,500.
Yo,
That
bro,
sample
holy
in
shit.
in 2004.
Yeah.
I cleared that sample for
and they
$1,500.
still got the paperwork.
No, but yeah, and the crazy thing is,
Like,
they tried to play me when it went
incredible.
viral. Like, oh, you don't got clearance? What?
Yeah.
Booyah!
Loved it, shoved it right
Now
up
we
their
gotta
ass,
split-
bro.
now we gotta split
every
this,
last
baby.
one of them.
Yeah. Good
What?
for you, man.
I cleared that. Yo, my thing is, if I wouldn't have cleared it, that $1,500 saved everything.
Yeah.
Because
Bro,
they could have said, we want $1 million to clear it. We want $1 million. Or we're gonna take everything.
Now, shout out
I'd have got
to my
lit,
man.
man.
What's the producer's name again? My
Screwface,
man.
wasn't
Your-
it?
No, your
no,
boy.
Nitty. Nitty and Ev Price did this.
All right.
Did the Oh No joint? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that we were talking to on the phone all the time. Was it Ray?
Oh, Right On. You talking
Right
about
On.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't produce it.
Okay.
Nitty and Ev produced it.
Yeah, but he helped clear the sample, something
He
like that.
cleared the set.
Yeah.
He was a facilitator on my solo. Well, all my shit.
Got you. Right On. Yeah.
So he was
Shout out
smart
to him.
to get that because we got other shit on the thing that ain't cleared. So he was smart. Like this sample, it was just too much of a sample.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, we got to get this
He
cleared.
knew
But
it,
they only
right.
wanted 1,500. Nobody gave a
Right.
fuck about that record.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you,
Right.
what a great story, and you deserve it, bro.
Right.
We're Lost in Hip Hop. We're live on Twitch.
Yeah.
For sure.
Every Wednesday night from 9 to 11. We got the
Time.
legendary Capone of
We got
Capone-N-Noreaga
time.
in here.
We got time.
We got time
Capone,
today.
Capone, Bone,
So let me-
Fly Kai. Hold on, man.
Yeah,
I'm getting my
yeah.
motherfucking drops in.
See, now you know how I feel. You cut off. motherfucker.
You gotta go to wearedcm.com for all the gear, all the legendary gear.
That's right.
And check the YouTube. We are DCM or DCM Live
DCM
TV,
Live TV,
and
yes.
this will be on YouTube at some
Okay.
point on
Yeah.
the long form. So we're gonna chop it all up and
Yeah.
do our posts and all that. So
yeah.
back to Lost in Hip Hop. Mickey Knox, what do you got to ask?
So when you perform, we've seen you perform. You have a really great show, solo show.
Excellent, yeah.
Where did you learn? Like, who was your inspirations for performing, and like, where did you see, some of
I ain't
the
All right, first off, he don't ever perform without a shirt on. I mean, so where'd you learn that?
I did that for Rock the Bells. I was in my workout bag. I'm about to get back to it though. I'm getting back to it. I had I had a stomach bug I had to get rid of. You dig? No, for real, babe. Like, you know, one thing you gotta respect is gut health, man. Because that shit'll fucking take you out.
Word.
But I'm good though. I'm healthy, I'm good. So now it's back to the gym. But I felt like, you know, at my age, the best thing is a fit old man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just walk different. You just feel different. Because you can be young and fit, but you're supposed to be young and fit. But when you're 60, I'm not 60, motherfucker, but I'm just saying the age.
Yeah.
You dig?
Yeah.
But when you're 60 and you feel good and you fit, that shit is a different feeling, bro. I'm telling you. An old fit nigga, just that level of cockiness kicks in. Like, because you could be two things, old and flabby and whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But old fit man,
Oh, yeah.
you gonna get, excuse my language, every age of bitches.
Yep. Facts.
Every age.
Facts.
So like Mickey was
Every
saying,
age.
your stage performance and your presence on stage, you know, it's
With my shirt off.
It's got you got the energy. And what inspired you to have this type of energy on stage?
DMX.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'm not saying I could ever be DMX. I'm not saying I ever want to be DMX.
Oh man.
But if you ever see his show, he will have you two things, in awe and probably crying.
Yeah.
Wow.
For real. I don't give a fuck how tough you are. He gonna break a grown man down. Just telling you. That motherfucking energy is unmatched.
Yeah.
Only other person I could say, and they're just two different energies, but Busta.
Okay.
You know, Busta is more of an animated energy. DMX is a straightforward, like a fucking wild energy. Like that nigga might climb up to the fucking top of the speaker and you see a rope and swing, like
Right.
different type of energy, bro. And I'm not saying I could ever have done that, but that's the motherfucker I could say, like, shit. That's probably the illest stage show I ever seen in my life.
That's
DMX.
Wow.
Yeah.
To perform at that level every night and then doing it in front of massive crowds and then one after another, like when an artist goes on like 100 city tour, like literally, how do they survive that? Like, how can they keep performing at that rate every
You
night?
tell us.
Like,
Liquid IV, baby. Liquid IV and some disco biscuits.
it's like almost impossible not to have to do some sort of substance. But let me ask you this: where's hip hop brought you in this world that you would say like, wow, like what an experience, like anywhere in the corners of this
what's
world,
your
Russia,
favorite?
Africa, China, like.
I mean, I've been everywhere you name.
No, I
But
know it. Yeah.
I think the dopest place for me, because, you know, no disrespect, no nationalities, but you know, when you walk in the street, it's white as white. You know what I mean? But the energy is black as black. You know what I'm saying? Like
Is it really where? Where is this?
Budapest.
Wow.
So we
okay.
there. And it's like, you know, you see the culture shock. Like I've been to places and you know they look at black people like, holy shit, they here. Like, and it's like, and it's not where it's disrespectful. It's just like, shit, I ain't seen a black person in 5 months. No, that's how white it is. I mean, in Budapest.
Gotcha.
So walking down the street and just to see the reaction from people threw me off, right? I'm like, I don't, you know, but I'm not realizing that it's kind of admiration. Like, shit. And then, you know, we got big ass chains on and shit. So they looking like, who the, because everybody overseas is a basketball player. You're in some kind of sports or you're a boxer or something. You're not just a regular black person if you're, you know, overseas.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? No, I'm telling you. They come on. So when we did the show though, I wanted to stay in Budapest, my nigga.
Yeah.
I wanted to stay in Budapest.
Why, the bitches?
Fuck the bitches, nigga. The energy, nigga. I ain't fucking no bitch in Budapest.
Do you hear how that sounds? Budapest.
It doesn't even sound
I
right.
can't even say this because it sounds so fucking.
Man, you fuck up and get a bitch pregnant in Budapest, nigga. You fucked.
All right. I know it's like my level of ignorance, but where the fuck is Budapest?
Isn't that hungry, right?
Yeah, hungry.
Where the fuck's that?
That's
Next
where
to
all.
Germany.
That's where all of these white
Germany?
guys live at. That's where all of the Hey Arnolds live at. When they do the Iron Man competition,
Pump you up.
bro.
Magnus
My
Magnuson.
my security dude his neck was like this big, dude. That motherfucking neck was as big as the table. I'm like, yo,
von Magnus, son.
these are some, they had the real, this nigga looked like he gonna kick a tree and knock that shit down. Boom!
You want to play a couple joints?
Whoa.
We could, we'll extend it, of course, tonight,
sure,
but let's play some records.
Pause. Yeah, extended.
Can you play me the Primo joint?
Play some joints. We'll come back.
The Primo joint?
Lost in
Primo
hip-hop.
joint?
What's good? Yo, we are live back with Lost in Hip Hop. What up, Twitches? Live every Wednesday night on Twitch from 9 to 11. We got legend in the building. Capone,
Give my
Bone.
elbows, right?
You getting good at that, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, good, go like that. Oh, good, go. Boom, I'm lit.
So, as we wrap it up here tonight, I have a just something that's like a little like word association thing that when it comes to just all of your peers from QB, if I give you a name, I just like to hear your humble opinion.
Yep,
Like when I say Cormega,
fire. My brother, my day one.
Nature.
Did I say too many words?
No. I want the your honest opinion based on like the artistry, the talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nature.
Verbal assassin. I think Nate bars be crazy because he can make you laugh and get serious at the same time. He say some weird shit that'll make you laugh, and that's Nate. That's why I love Nate bars.
Big Noid.
Wrote my first rhyme.
Word.
Word. I was a DJ at the time, so we used
What?
to cut shit in my crib. I had equipment. I had 2 turntables.
Wow. What was your
record
DJ
shit.
name?
My name, DJ
Yeah.
Slice. Poet gave me that name.
Wow.
Yo.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is amazing information right there.
Poet gave me that name, DJ Slice. So, me, Noid, all of us used to be in my crib because I had equipment. We just be fucking around, you know what I'm saying? But just like 1989 type of shit, you know what I mean?
Wow.
We used to just be fucking around and shit. And Noid wrote my first rhyme because, like I said, I was the DJ. I always wanted to DJ. I never wanted to rap. I always wanted to DJ. So, me and Flush used to DJ at my crib then, you know what I mean? Me, Flush, my other cousin Wayne. We used to just be in the crib DJing and shit. But, that was my passion before rapping. So, yeah, Noy wrote my first shit. Dope
That's
bars.
great information.
Wow.
For
Dope
Lost in Hip Hop.
bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tragedy Gaddafi.
Originator. Dope bars. I think he don't get the respect he deserved lyrically.
I agree.
And, yeah.
Would you agree with a lot of people that say that Nas got his style from Traj?
Nah.
No. There's no
Nas
similarities.
got his style from Nas.
Okay. Influenced by.
G-Rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rakim.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said it, though.
He says it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
for
know
sure.
what I mean? So, yeah. I can never hear Traj and Nas. That was something I've never even pictured. Like, just two different. Yeah. I think Nas and Traj was the same in the 90s because all QB was the same in the 90s. Like that pro-black rap. Because Nas wasn't always Nasty Nas and Escobar. And,
Right.
Nas had, the Nefertiti pieces and,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, the leather shit. And,
Yeah.
that was Nas at one point, But,
Gotcha.
yeah. That was the wave, though. You feel me? That was
Yeah.
the wave.
Lakey the Kid.
Gangster. I think Lake, one thing about QB, we adapt. Lake is not a rapper. Let's be clear. He's a fucking gangster.
Right.
Smart businessman. We used to always coming up, be like, how does this nigga get money? We never seen him hustle, but he always had the fly shit, But Lake is a fucking, he learned how to rap and made music his new profession and went hard with it. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And took my chain and made it famous. Now, I made him famous off my chain. I let them use my chain for the 41st side cover. But, that was my brothers. Still my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So we all won, you know what I mean? But the reason why I did that, because I know them niggas wasn't rappers. They wasn't entertainers. So that put them in the game. That was like a put me in the game coach moment. You know what I'm saying?
Understood. Yeah.
My chain was just that big. Nigga, I went to China and I mean Japan, and we walking on the Ave, and I have my 41st side chain on, and I see thousands of them shits hanging up, all silver. I bought like 50 of them shits. They had the 41st side chain. This is before they even came out with the 41st side album. This was when I first came home from jail in '99. The first place I went to was Japan. Like 2 weeks after maybe like 2 months after I came home. And I looked, I'm like, yo, I just got this fucking chain. Wow. I took one picture with the shit.
And they had 1,000 bootlegs of them.
All of them hanging up, but I bought like 50 of them shits and brought them back to the projects. My nigga, my whole hood was walking around with 41st side chain. The whole
That's
hood.
outstanding.
The whole hood had on 41st side chains, my nigga. That's how big my chain was.
That is
and I'm not talking
great.
about big in size, I'm talking about in culture.
Right.
Because you got certain chains that's just that. Like my Pain, Time, and Glory chain. It was so mesmerizable to people. They used that in a video game, in the Def Jam game. You know what I mean? Where you could take my shit off and beat the fuck out somebody with it. You know what I mean? But, yeah.
Look, the obvious names are right, like Nas, Havoc, Prodigy.
Yeah.
So give me a quick one on that, because I'm going to give you some obscure names.
All right, Nas, Havoc, Prodigy, pioneers. Pioneers. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no us.
Right.
Because Queensbridge was Queensbridge before Nas. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he made it to where niggas could go to jail, say I'm from Queensbridge, not Southside. You know what I'm saying?
Joking that Queensbridge, that was a thing.
That was a thing.
That was a thing.
I know.
thing.
That's why I laughed.
We used to have to say,
that was the thing.
we used to have to say we was from Southside, like, because you go to jail, niggas never heard of Queensbridge. Ain't that where MC Shan from?
Because, listen, I'm from Far Rock. My cousin's from the Bronx. Be like, oh, we in Queens.
Queen, yeah.
What,
Damn,
bro?
Why you doing that to me?
It's so crazy.
Why you doing that to me?
Yep. So come on, throw some miscellaneous out there.
Killer Shah.
I love him. That was my childhood nemesis.
Really?
Because we was both fortunate kids, man.
Oh, man.
And
He was fly.
yeah, he was fly like me. We used to fight over bitches all the time.
Yo, you know what was so ill about
all the
him,
time,
and God
all
rest
the
his
time.
soul,
God
is like
rest
he had like
Prince
that.
AD,
It was like
man.
it was an unorthodox style,
Killer
but
Kids.
still QB style. It was like an offset QB style, like
Yeah.
delivery and
Let
everything.
me tell you something. That's my childhood friend.
Yeah.
And to see him die so young, but it was so many times where I thought he was dead already. No bullshit. Like, I used to see that motherfucker in so much pain and so much, like, I've never, like, you know, you get them young diabetics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
And them young
diabetic,
sickle
bro. Type
cells.
1, you know?
You get them young sickle cells and them
Yeah.
young diabetics, and he had shit since birth. So he never was right. Like, I'm talking about never was right. I'd never seen him regular kid. You know what I mean? He got to go leave early to go insulin, and you know, he was never a regular kid. Nigga teeth was falling out at fucking 20 years old and shit.
man.
You know what I mean? Like, he was never a regular kid. Never a regular
That's
kid.
unfortunate.
So, you know, again, you know, may he rest in peace, but like it's always great to hear stories about him, whoever has the stories.
I got a
'cause-
lot. That's my brother. Word.
How about Littles?
Same thing. Littles wasn't a rapper. He was a gangster, and he learned the game. Like, one thing about, like I said, QB, we adapt. The shit is in the water, man.
Yeah.
Once you take a drink from that water, that hood water, you just become a rapper.
Yeah.
Like, it's like niggas get a taste of that water, and they become rappers, man.
Yeah,
Like,
so one of the stories about him that I always found absolutely fascinating is the fact that, like, you know, he comes home, I believe, from jail or whatever, and he single-handedly, on his own, independently, booked a Mobb Deep tour
Yeah. Yeah.
himself.
It's amazing.
All right, and like this basically sparked his career in the game in a sense,
Yeah.
or like his executive game, and then took it to heights of like, you know, with the people that he managed and was a part of breaking artists and you know all that type of stuff.
Like I said, man, it's in the motherfucking water.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Like Little's drunk from the fountain.
Yeah,
He drunk from the QB fountain, man, and he made a career out of music, something that I'm not gonna say he was part of. He was part of, but he made it to where he can rap too. Like,
Right.
he wasn't a rapper. Like I said, all these dudes I know as kids,
Right.
you know, we was all kids. I'm older than him, but we was like, that's my little bro. So it's like, you know, to see people be gangsters, like solidified gangsters.
yeah,
But now that's all that's in hip hop.
right.
But at that time, it wasn't. Niggas
Right.
was actually rappers.
Right.
Understood.
Now it's the opposite. Everybody's a gangster that learn how to rap. That no niggas, you know, but it was Now niggas going to jail. It's like fuck it, like that nigga in jail. When I was coming up, rappers that go to jail was like he's a rapper. What is he doing in jail? Like it was like you know you only get a few.
There was a separation for sure.
What's a separation? Now them two go together.
Baby Sham.
My guy. I think Baby Sham is probably one of the most underrated QB artists just because of who he was affiliated with.
Right.
And
Can you tell me a little bit about that time? Because Busta was on the War Report. He
Yeah.
was like, but he wasn't featured on it.
No,
because
he was just
his voice was
talking.
on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But at that time, Busta did spend a lot of time in QB.
Yeah.
I know like Killer Kids and shout out to Chalice and I know he was around them. And of course, that was Baby Sham and them, right?
Yep.
And as the legend has it is that he was like Busta was eager to get a QB talent.
Yeah.
yeah, so the funny thing is, man, is like one thing I respect about that is that he chose him. That's big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know how many people probably CDs he heard and
Yep.
tapes and whatever. But to single-handedly say, yo, I want him in my crew.
Yeah.
And he from Queensbridge. You know how hard that was? Everybody
Yeah.
from Brooklyn. Everybody else.
Yeah.
Right.
And he took a Queensbridge nigga and gave him power. I respect that shit wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Because he chose a QB nigga. You know what I mean? Like, he tasted the water. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He came to QB and let me get a drink of juice. And they gave him some Kool-Aid and they
Yeah.
had the water. And he's like, I need a QB nigga. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
what they say. He's like, he
Tell
got
you.
kind of like hooked on that done shit. And
Bus always been a QB nigga though. He always been
Yeah.
a QB. Everybody from QB had Bus on their projects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
How about bars and hooks?
I love them. My guys, my geysers. You know, dope rappers. You know, it's hard being having a partner.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I think bars and hooks was dope, but I think they'd have been doper separate.
When Prodigy put them on,
Yeah.
how did the hood feel about it?
It was not a good feeling because he separated the infamous. He separated the infamous. So, one thing about me and Nori is that, I got my niggas, he got his niggas, but we kept everything one. You feel me? And one thing about when you have the infamous mob and then you have bars and hooks, it confuses the people.
Got you.
I'll pee and have beef and you know what I'm saying? Where
I got you.
it should have just been infamous mob and everybody who came through was infamous mob.
Right.
You feel me? That's just my opinion.
Okay.
But, the reality of it is P had his own vision, Have had his own vision, and in my opinion, I think that drew the wedge in 12th Street.
Wow. So,
And a lot
in
of-
retrospect,
Because Mike DeLorean's from the block too.
from 12th Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And so, in your opinion, like that might have been like, if it didn't go that way, it would have been different.
I think if there would have just been, everybody would have been infamous, it would have just been big.
Got you.
It'd have been big.
What a
And
great
it-
opinion, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate that realness.
It's real, it's real. I mean, like me, man, I'm a fan of niggas, man. So, not we all from the hood, not only that, but, I got genuine love for motherfuckers. So,
Yeah.
I just sometimes be wishing a lot of shit in QB was more of a collective of one umbrella
Yeah.
than 20 umbrellas.
Yeah.
Because nobody really got right with 20 umbrellas.
Understood.
You feel me? So we had one project, but like I said, it's hard because every block is like their own projects.
Right. It's its own entity.
We
Yeah.
know these niggas on that side dusty. These niggas on this side get money. You could tell who's from what block when you look at QB niggas.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I go, that nigga from, hey, you You know, niggas from certain blocks act different. For real, because they ain't got no bitches on their block or something.
Yeah, all right, hold on. I got a few more for you.
So they don't gotta get fly like niggas on my block. You know what I mean?
All right.
It be real shit, little shit like that. You know, they ain't got no store over there. I got a store over here close to my shit. So I gotta, you know what I mean? Like, it be
So
weird shit. Man.
Here's a name for you.
What's up?
And wherever you are, bro, just know that you always got a home here.
Oh shit, who name you talking about? Man?
Blitz.
My fucking idol.
He's so dope, bro.
My fucking idol.
Blitz,
Like,
wherever you are so
Let me tell you something.
dope,
Let me tell you
bro.
something, right? Before Nas, there was Blitz. Before Nas, there was Blitz. And I'm not gonna say, I'm not taking anything away from Nas. But the proof is in the pudding, because soon as Blitz came home, what did Nas do? Put him on a record.
Yeah.
Put on his album.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the thing is that he don't do that shit for nobody. So for him to do that, it shows you the admiration that he has for Blitz. And like I said, before Nas, it was Blitz.
Wow.
That we had as the hood favorite, but because nobody knew Nas was on that type of time.
Wow.
Yeah. Blitz was on that type of time. When Nas was pro-black rapping, Blitz was pro-gat rapping. You know what I'm saying? Word. So,
Yeah.
you know, his wordplay, like,
Fire,
yeah,
bro.
man.
Wow.
Blitz, yeah, Blitz was the favorite, you know? And then, you know, unfortunately, you know, he had to go sit down. But if he didn't have to go sit down, I think, in all honesty, he probably has never been Nas, but we would have had somebody else to play with. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We'd have had somebody else in that caliber at that time, because it was just Nas. It was imagine we had two Nas's coming out of Queensbridge at one time.
Right.
The shit would have been crazy, because he on one side of the hood, he on the other side of the hood. But, you know, it didn't work out like that. But, you know, if Blitz would have got his turn, yeah, things might have looked different in trajectory at Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying?
What?
The order. Everybody would have still been who they are,
Right.
but the order
Yo,
would have
incredible.
been different, because you never know who might have sided with Blitz, and it came out because Nas had his niggas, Infamous had their niggas. We got out of, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the trajectory might have been different. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm such a
Nature, trust me, Nature would have never fucked with Nas if Blitz was in that esque, because they from the same block.
Got you.
They home team, so he would have probably definitely. It might have been no Firm Biz, and I'm not saying Firm Biz, but you know, the Nature Nas song.
Right,
it might have never been that.
It might have been Blitz.
It might have just never happened.
Got you.
Because
If
Nature
Blitz was there.
would have been with Blitz.
Right.
Got you. Wow.
He wouldn't have been signed to.
I
Nas.
never knew that. Wow.
If Blitz was
Right.
able to get that
To that
leverage,
level.
you know what I'm
Understood.
saying? So you know,
Understood. But that's incredible to know that people had that much
Yeah.
respect for him.
fuck yeah, and he did some admirable. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was holding his family down. So when he came home, you know, it's not, he ain't do no sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? He held his family down, but you know, he had to go sit down for that. But you know, yeah, Blitz, that nigga.
See, I'm such a connoisseur of QB hip hop that, like, you know, I can keep going. Like, I can just keep going. But I think the point is that the fact that we could just keep going and
Yeah.
going and
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
There's
So
so,
many
many
legends.
people that
So
came
many
out of it,
legends.
and then the stories of the ones
The
that
crazy
like
shit is
Yeah.
though, the one that's popping the most, that probably surpassed everybody, Zeddy Will.
and that's
Doom, 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 doom. Shaking in your butt. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but
She
when
wanna
was
get
this?
naked
When's
tonight? I know what you like. You know, that nigga fucking popping, my nigga.
right now.
What? So let me tell you something, right? Let me look this motherfucker in his eyes, the screen. Am I looking? Zeddy motherfucking Will is from Queensbridge. Let's be clear.
Zeddy Will.
Zeddy Will.
Hold on.
And what, he's got a record popping right now?
Nigga, he got more spins right now than fucking his records. He probably had 3,500, 4,000 spins right now.
All right, well, bro, that's great to hear that QB's got a new talent.
New talent but the thing is, he don't make Queensbridge rec music, so this little nigga right here is fucking killing the game, bro.
Wow.
Listen, look.
But he got to represent something. He's got to say, like, what? He doesn't even
He
mention
sing this
this.
shit. He got the new joint right now out with the baby, him, the baby.
Wow.
No, his shit. But he make the other dudes in New York, the other shaker dude, from Uptown. What's they crew? They got a crew.
Hold on, I got something.
Right
all right,
now.
yo, that's ill to know that QB's got a new talent, and that's dope. He's running around right
This
now.
is the type of music, but let me see if this is it. Hold up, damn.
I got more names for you.
Come on, keep it going. I can listen and talk. I can multitask.
All right, so Screwball, and breaking down into the different guys in Screwball.
Oh man, yeah. Like Screwball is originators. You know what I'm saying? Like Screwball had Marley Marl.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you needed. They on the real. All you crab niggas.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
You know.
Shit gives me the chills. Just
Yeah.
when you first heard that, boom, 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 like yo,
Yeah, like they're my guys. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, yeah. They're my guys, man. Like and you know why they call Screwball, right?
Because of the
Louis
little guy,
Screwball.
Screwball.
You know who brother that is?
Ty Nitty.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You know, so
And watch him get killed in front of him and all that.
yeah,
for
all
that.
over breakdancing.
Crazy.
The beef started over breakdancing, then years later escalated into 12th Street Vernon beef. So, yeah, that shit got ugly. Twin, rest in peace. Scarface got cut on both sides of his face behind that shit. A lot of niggas the nigga that killed Screwball, anybody that was coming through from the bridge, he was getting them cut in their face. So everybody in that time in the 90s was going to the island was coming home with either $150 or $300. Everybody. Trust me. And it was all from my block. It was not everybody from the bridge. It was just like I said, it was my block and Vernon. The beef. Everybody was getting cut, bro. I just didn't happen to go to jail at that time, but
Wow.
I might have had a blow on my face
Wow.
because the way he was facing life. He wound up getting life, but I think he got something in life. I think he might be home, but I'm not sure. But everybody that was going through at that time, because he killed Screwball and niggas beat up his brothers and all that, he got everybody touched.
Wow.
Everybody.
Big twins.
My guys, that's my childhood. We all from like you know. We all learned rap the same way. You know what I'm saying? We all grew up in music at the same time with the same passion, following Mobb Deep.
Got you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And yeah.
He has had such a great career, like in the latter part of his life, like in terms of like the respect he gets and how he moves around the world.
Yeah.
And you know, he's got the voice.
He's
and
the
people
only one. See,
Yeah.
I cut you off now.
Yeah.
He's the only one in a group that moves like he's solo.
Yeah.
That moves around like all right, we did it. I'm doing this. Like he stays on his big twins vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it, and he reps the infamous mob.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean? But he reps it to where he's still involved in the infamous mob of music. Everybody else just used the name to, you know, promote what they promote. But he's still running around doing big twin shit. Not like because you know who he got. He got Alk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's more close to Alk than anybody.
Yeah, it's a fact.
He might be
they're,
more
like,
close to
best
Alk than
friends.
Alk. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? But
Yeah, shout out
but
to
for him,
twins. That's our guy.
I think Alk did that out of honesty. He was there for everything. The death of his brother. Alk was there from Day Uno with them. So
Wow.
you know, I think he took him under the wing. More of that's the one he chose.
Right.
I mean, they're the reason Alchemist came to New York.
Fact though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Fact.
he was sent there by Muggs to work with
to
them.
work with them.
Yeah.
So I think everybody else had other shit going on. Trim was the only actual one that can freelance.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word.
Motherfuckers got kids, a girl, a mama. Twin was the only one that can freelance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that can go to Cali and stay 4 days. Go to, you know, he was
Right.
the only one. And I think that allowed him to see things he was not supposed to see, meet people he was not supposed to meet. Just being in the right places at the
Right.
right time. Because you might see Twin in LA for 2 years with Some people you like, yo, they doing it though.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
No,
saying?
absolutely.
They
Yeah.
doing
He'll
it.
pop up with like Kevin Garnett and shit like
They
that.
doing
Yeah.
it. So it's like
Yeah.
he's not on no bummy shit. Like he's not
Right.
on no. I'm not saying
Nah, he's
that.
great, bro.
No,
He's
he's
doing great.
moving.
Right.
He's moving. He's a fucking hustler. He moves. Some people they just can't get far in life because they can't move.
Right.
Like they could be the best hustler. They could be the best this, the best that, but they're stuck in their situation in their place.
Yeah.
So they can't see the things that they need to see, meet the people that they need to meet.
Yeah.
For Twin, he was fortunate.
Yeah, Big Twins is one of those examples of just like hard work, perseverance, like sticking to it.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, for sure.
And the world gives back to him. Bro, what an incredible
Yeah, absolutely.
Lost in Hip Hop episode this is
Yeah.
tonight.
Crazy.
I mean, like I said, I could just keep going. I mean, you know, what about ACD?
My brothers too, man. Like you gotta realize, man, like all of us when you mention that era,
Yeah.
you know, all of us was getting in the swing of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just caught a better wave.
What about
Right.
what about Craig G?
That's the fucking best spitter probably in Queensbridge.
Wow.
Yeah. Nas is the best spitter as the world know. But the world don't know Craig G like that.
Right.
Craig G first of all, Craig G is the best freestyler ever.
When I found out that he
You know,
wrote like
him
the
and-
battle raps for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
8 Mile and shit like that, like I'm like, what?
No, but one thing about Craig G, see, he always been that for QB. Like he always been that spitter.
Yeah.
We didn't learn about it until the later years when he started doing the freestyle, when he started doing certain things. You like, this nigga can rap like this. But he always was like that. That's Marley's nephew. But Marley kept him in a making a song mode.
Right.
We didn't understand how ill he could spit till he was not in song mode. You feel me?
Yeah.
Got you.
Dropping science, he ain't rapping on that like he's fucking dropping science. Now you hear him on you be like, is this the same motherfucker? Like,
Right.
he went from ABC to ABC, DFG, 900, all that shit at once. Like, you know what I mean? So
Word.
they didn't understand that shit. But yeah, Craig G always been the fucking probably be the best spitter in QB, bro. Like, ain't nobody gonna deny that. If they do, they just too young or they just gotta do some homework.
Where do you feel you rank?
Number motherfucking one. What you supposed to say, nigga? Fuck is you talking about?
My
Let
man.
him write it down.
Talking about, man. Number
My man.
one, nigga.
Yo, bro, thank you for coming through, bro.
Yeah,
You
you
are,
gonna ask me if I'm gonna be number two.
yo,
Shit.
bro.
We don't do number two unless we on the toilet, nigga.
Yo, your style is impeccable.
Thank you.
All right, you are
That's
an
a
absolute
fact.
bona fide legend,
That's
and,
a
and we
fact.
thank you for coming through the
sure,
Lost in
bro.
Hip Hop, bro.
For sure.
DJ
Hell
Content,
yeah.
DJ Mickey Knox, Mr. Menza,
Mr. Menza.
DCM Live TV, brought to you by You in Athletics.
Yes.
And
Hey, what's my YouTube channel?
Your YouTube channel is Capone QB TV.
Bingo.
And we literally just turnkeyed the synchronization. Like,
Yep.
you are live and ready to go, bro.
Yep.
Bingo.
8,000 subscribers, so subscribe.
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 Subscribe. Capone QB TV.
Yep.
Bingo.
Yo,
go.
I love it.
we're Lost in
Yeah.
Hip Hop. We out of here, guys.
That's right.